And welcome back to part 3 of ClassLink. We're already logged in as a teacher, and we're going to talk a little bit about the My App section and the My File section. We're going to start with the My Apps section first, and as you see that as time progresses, you might see more apps in here, and you can add more apps. We'll talk about that in a second. But if you've never used an app yet, and you click on, let's say, Dreambox, and I've got a username and password for it, I can enter that in here and here, and then hit Save. And once you've done that, oops, we forgot, we mistyped it. I can right mouse click on this and I can update the password. So very handy to do. Some of the apps are already in folders for you, and here we've got the whole Google suite. And I'll show you how to make folders in just a sec. And then here we've got Sim Single Sign-On that's already tied in. So once the staff member is already logged in with their Active Directory credentials, that's the very first login page right here. Once you sign in, we've got some apps that automatically recognize you. So for this teacher, we click on Pearson EasyBridge, and it waltzes you right into the product. And so ideally, that's the way it should work for everything, but it doesn't. So in the meantime, we just go back to adding the passwords that we can when we can. So if you'll notice that these keys are saved password apps, to whereas like this YouTube, not necessarily is, but even though I'm signed in to the Chrome browser, it should recognize my Google account, and then it knows that I'm getting right into YouTube. So even though it doesn't have the password here, I still have the saved login because it's a Google product. Let's talk about adding an app. So I click on adding an app. Here we've got one-click single sign-on apps. We've got ones that are particular to our library, and as time goes on, this will perhaps be added, will most likely be added to. Or you can add your own app. So let's talk about like featured ABC mouse. That's one that I know a lot of lower elementary teachers like. I know my child uses that, so I'm going to click on that, and it's added to my apps. ABC. Let's say I got a TED account, TED Talks, or PBS Kids. I click on add that, add that. Now these do not have the keys here. So like if you look for one-click single sign-on, I can do a search for PBS Kids, and here we do have one. So I want to remove this and add this. So if you have an account with these companies, now if you don't have an account and you just want to use it, you just click on add, and if it's just a website that doesn't require an account, this would have been just fine. You just add that, and then I just start navigating around in there. So if it's something that's more account driven, you can add the one with the key, the app with the key to it, and then you're going to get right in every time. So let's say I've got an app that or a website that's not listed in here. I can enter the name of it, add the URL. You can also request a one-click sign-on for the app, and then the ClassLink company will work on creating one for that, and then you click on Save. You can change the icon if there's one available for it, and then go from there. Let's take a look after we've added all those. Here we've got all these other apps that have been added. Let's say I want to do some organization to that. I'm going to click on Edit Mode at the top, and from here I can click on apps and move them around. You can add folders, give it a name. Let's call this Math Apps, and let's say I want to drag in let's say Pearson EasyBridge into that. Now I have to click and hold over the folder, and it dumps it right in there. Same thing with Dreambox. And you might have folders for like game apps and everything else. So from here, once I'm finished, let's say I go back in here and oops, I didn't mean to put this app in this folder. On the very upper right, it's very tiny that it says move to root. There's this little itty bitty arrow icon. I can click on that, and it pushes that back out to the root folder, the main folder out in here. So let's go ahead and close that. Now we're going to click on My Files. And from here we're going to go to the school network. You've got access to all of your files. So if you're at home and you log into ClassLink, I can get in my home folder right from here and get into files that I need. So very, very handy, very accessible to the stuff that you want to work on. So let's click on Manage Services. From here I can click, I can connect my Google Drive, and I can connect my Office 365 OneDrive account. Let's go back. We're going to close this tab, and from there, that's basically all I've got for you for now. If you have any questions on ClassLink, be sure to let me know, and thanks for watching. Appreciate it.